to the Scoot on the Air YouTube channel. Before we get to the topic for tonight, I want to mention something from the Scoot on the Air Rock Culture Calendar for today, December the 16th. This is something I do on my radio show every day on WWL in New Orleans. It was on this. I thought this was an interesting thing that happened. On this day in 1984, Dusty Hill of ZZ Top was shot in the stomach. His girlfriend pulled off his boot. There was a .38 caliber Derringer in his boot. When she pulled his boot off, the Derringer hit the ground and fired a shot into the stomach of Dusty Hill. They made it to the hospital on time because this was 1984, and doctors removed almost all of the bullet, but the rest of the bullet remained in him until he passed away July 28th of this year. If you were not a subscriber, I invite you to subscribe to our YouTube channel, and we'll continue to ramp this up as time goes on. But thanks to those of you who have become recent subscribers. We give you a notice every time we post something, and it's free to become a subscriber. The moment Kyle Rittenhouse was declared not guilty in his trial in Kenosha, Wisconsin, I went on my radio show and I said, Kyle Rittenhouse is going to become a celebrity. And there were people who disagreed. I mean, there was even, I think, a defense attorney who told him to just, live your life in secret. Kyle Rittenhouse was the guy who went to Kenosha, Wisconsin, where there was a Black Lives Matter sponsored rally going on after a white cop shot a black male. And he went there with a gun, and he went there with the purpose of helping the police. He ended up shooting and killing 2 people and injuring another one. Now, I'm not questioning the not guilty verdict, because even if you're a militant punk ass like Kyle Rittenhouse, I mean, I think the guy's a punk. Even if you have that kind of attitude and you're that kind of person, you still have a right to defend yourself. So Rittenhouse had a right to defend himself when confronted. And so, you got to be careful who you shoot or who you threaten, because again, you never know who's got the guns these days. And it was obvious that he had a gun. But I mean, the guy lied about a bunch of shit. He lied about having expertise in EMC, medical emergency care, EMS it is. In EMS work, he lied about that. So he was just, his mommy dropped him off, and he got the gun from his sister's boyfriend, I believe, who stored it at his stepfather's house in Kenosha. So the mom dropped him off at Kenosha. They went and got the gun, and then they went to the anyway. So that's the story of Kyle Rittenhouse. But I knew that this guy was going to become a celebrity because of what he did. He shot 2 protesters, shot 3 protesters, killing 2, injuring 1. And so I knew he would be a celebrity. And now it is happening. Here's the evidence. Now, he was on Fox News right after that, and he's been in a few other media outlets. So that to me, that's part of Fox News covering the story. I don't think that in itself makes him a celebrity. However, there's an event coming up in Phoenix in just a few days, the December 18th through the 21st in Phoenix. It's called America Fest 2021. It is put together by the conservative group Turning Point USA. They have country stars Dustin Lynch, Brantley Gilbert, Russell Dickerson, and others performing. And it's a symposium, I guess you might say. There are guest speakers, and Kyle Rittenhouse has been selected as the guest speaker. Thus begins his celebrity reign. Other speakers include Donald Trump Jr., Tucker Carlson, Senator Ted Cruz, and Candace Owens. Turning Point USA describes the event. Now, I want you to think about how Turning Point USA, this conservative group, describes the event. I want you to think about this, knowing what we now know about the insurrection, January the 6th. This 4-day event is set to be the largest celebration of our constitutional rights and freedoms, featuring the best and brightest speakers in the country, dozens of like-minded sponsoring organizations, thousands of freedom-loving patriots, and the introduction of musical talent with a number of special concerts. As our events and organizations continue to grow, we are so excited to launch this new event and welcome all ages, all walks of life, and celebrate the greatest country, the United States of America. The group hopes to continue to bridge the gap between politics and entertainment, so they do care what celebrities say, in hopes of winning America's culture war. Well, it's a war that conservatives actually started. I love when they call themselves freedom-loving patriots, because guess what? I'm a freedom-loving patriot. It's bullshit to make it seem as if only conservatives can be freedom-loving patriots, because I'm a fucking freedom-loving patriot, okay? I believe in the Constitution. I believe in freedom. I believe in the Constitution to the point where I look at the insurrection, January 6th, as something that was just so anti-Constitution. It was so anti-American that I can't believe that this group is not even going to distinguish itself from the rest. And look, if you're a conservative, and this doesn't apply, there are a lot of conservatives and Republicans that this doesn't apply to. This criticism is only of those extreme conservatives and Republicans who have a skewed view of reality and the world, and they see everything through their own bullshit. So I just think it's interesting to note that starting December 18th, Kyle Rittenhouse begins his reign as a celebrity. And I, for one, am not surprised. Again, I hope you subscribe to our YouTube channel. We give you a notice every time we post something. And I try to answer I've got to do a better job answering all of your comments, but please comment. I encourage you to do that. And I just, the radio show, the talk show takes up so much of my time that I do the best I can to answer all of your comments or to comment on them. I'll make sure that I do a better job at doing that. And join me on the radio show. It's a talk show on WWL Radio, 870 AM, 105.3 FM in New Orleans in the Gulf South. And you can also listen to the show. I'm on 1 to 4 Central Time, Monday through Friday in the afternoon. And tomorrow, Friday, is Free for All Friday on the show. So it's kind of fun. We try to make every day fun, but I've tried not to get into some of the heavier political issues, but sometimes we kind of have to. So you can also go to our website, wwl.com, and listen live, or download the app Odyssey, AUDACY. Type in WWL, and you've got our show wherever you have your phone.